Welcome. In this session, we are going to learn how to write newspaper headlines. Headlines are the most important factor because it tells the reader what the content about it in brief. That's why it considered as important part of an article writing. It also grab the attention of the reader. While writing headline, we should follow some rules. What are they? We are going to see one by one. What is the newspaper headlines? A brief summary of what is the article about is called a newspaper headline. Accuracy is very important while writing the headlines, and also we should avoid exaggeration. To the point, it should be written by active word. The main purpose of the newspaper headlines is quickly and briefly it draws attention of the readers to read the story fully or whole content under that. The newspaper headlines. It tells the story in a capsule form, what the story is all about, and also makes the page look attractive. These two things are the major function of the headlines. Write newspaper headline, basic rules. Headlines should present as much information as possible in the space allowed. So it should be created within 60 to 80 characters. The job of a headline is to emphasize the important points of the news. So it should be more specific and the better. We should avoid braggadocio. It should be interesting as well as we should avoid jargon while we are writing the headlines. These are all the basic rules for newspaper headlines. Use present simple tense for past events. Leave out auxiliary verbs. We should use infinitives for future events. We should avoid articles and should not use to say while we are writing the headlines. We are going to see one by one with the example tense for past events. Present tense ensure that the news is current. Look at the example. Sachin hits another century. Obama wins presidential election. Though it happens in the near past, we can write in the present tense form. So it will be more about auxiliary verbs. We should not use the verbs is, are, and their past tense forms was, were in our headline. Delhi Gorgon Expressway is ready. Instead of writing in this way, we can write Delhi Gorgon Expressway ready. It will be better and we can save space. Infinitives for future events. The infinitive is a smart way to indicate a future event. For an example, Delhi Assembly to meet on Monday. Prime Minister to visit Dubai in March. Next thing which we have to avoid, we should not use articles in our headlines. A and the are very important parts of grammar. Can dispense with them in writing headlines and save space. For an example, a strong earthquake rocks East India. Instead, we can write strong earthquake rocks East India. Leave out to say. Another space-saving method that headline writers follow is to drop the attributive verbs such as says or states. Example, India will give a befitting reply, says Home Minister. Instead of writing like this, we can cut short the says, India will give a befitting reply, Home Minister. It will be the fine way to save the space while we are writing the headlines. I hope if we follow all these basic rules while we are writing the headlines, definitely we will get a effective and good, powerful headline at the end. Thank you.